Good morning, Vietnam. No, actually, it's forced labor. Minnesota, USA. What's up, YouTube? I just realized, do you know how cool YouTube is? I mean, like, YouTube might be my last stop on the internet. Like, I've looked at a few videos, but I mean, I'm thinking, why did I even pay to go to school for the last 20 years? Anything I ever needed to know is right on YouTube there. I could have just taught myself and saved the money. I mean, I never thought of it. This is my new thing. I am like in love. I mean, and then it already knows what, because all that nanobot technology they got in the baby parts in the the vaccine, right? So they're reading our mind. You remember Minority Report? Tom Cruise. So I mean, they already know what we're thinking. So they got a pretty good idea of what I'm interested in and all that. I mean, this is great. I don't even have to think. It just do it. Hey, look, all these videos. I mean, but I'm kind of overwhelmed. I mean, can we tweak this a little bit so, I mean, narrow my choices down here because I can't make. I got a hard time making decisions, y'all. Okay. Nah, I'm just playing. Hey, but I'm thinking, hey, if anything happens to my garage door, hey, I'm saving the two. I can get that now. I mean, I talked to that guy so long. I mean, I could enough YouTube videos. I'm gonna figure it out. Eh, but there's no way. I mean, because I just couldn't have found. I mean, it's just too much going on to try to narrow that down all by yourself. I mean, it's a garage door. We ain't sending a rocket to the moon, but hey. Excuse me. So, yeah. So you're like, boy, I mean, you're back on the video. I'm serious. Like, I wasn't, just, hey, so what you doing, camper? Just woke up. Um, Having some coffee, right? I guess I got about 5 hours of sleep on the night watch. The Bible says there's what, four, I guess 4 or 5. Well, I don't know. The Israelites, I guess they used to have 6 or 5 or 4. Right? Don't ever ask me to do the night watch, okay? I'm telling you. Remember, I'm on the farmer's hours. I go to bed early. Hey, y'all can see I'm already goofy enough, right? You don't want me on the night watch, okay? Hey, I'm a day guy, all right? I'm your 9 to 5er, okay? Don't ask me. Look. Anyways, so I had a little bit of coffee. And again, we just documenting, hey, let's give them, hey, feeling all right, feeling pretty good, 5 hours of sleep, pretty decent. I'm more in the 6 to 8 range, but hey, we'll be all right. We'll be cool today. Yeah. So now I come on to YouTube, right? I'm like, you know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking, I don't even want to go on here. I just want to watch these videos. I mean, I got like how to fix your garage door. I got truck camping. Y'all ever been? Hey, they're sending me truck camping videos. We got Dr. Hannah. She want to talk about how she living in a doctor. I don't believe I'm gonna have to check it out. I mean, I'm thinking photography. Like I can't make a decision. Like it's just too much. You know what I mean? You know, I guess it all goes back to being an only child, right? Like at Christmas, I got so many presents. I didn't know which one to open first, man. I'm like, which one do I play with? So I guess it carried. And you're like, So you end up you can't make a decision. So I end up not doing anything, right? Procrastinating. But I'll tell you what, I'll be back to some of these videos, man. I'm not even kidding. I mean, YouTube. This is like my I'm having an affair with YouTube right now. I mean, seriously, like everything you need, anything you could ever think of or watch, it's all right here. Hey, and I get to show it. Hey, we're gonna show everybody. Hey, everything's fine. Don't worry about me. We cool. We just got 5 hours of sleep. Hey, if Granddaddy Trump can get by on 2, I'll be out on 5 today. Let me get some more coffee. So, yeah. Remember how I told you? We up every day, 6 o'clock. Remember, it was divine intervention. We got the satellite, all right? I mean, the satellite. Hey, oh, she looking pretty good. Hey, good morning, honey. Well, hi, sweetheart. Did you want to come say hi to Daddy? Yeah, come here, girl. Come and say hi to Daddy. You want to say hi to the world? Come and say hi to YouTubers. Come on, honey. Come here, girl. Oh, I got 2 girls. I got 2 girls. Look at this. You want to see my? Hey. Oh, this one here. She likes the attention. Oh yeah, she knows what's going on. She's like, oh yeah, hello, Daddy. Let me get on that camera for a little bit, show them how pretty I am. Yeah, I mean, this one here. Remember what I mean, pound for pound. I mean, you're looking at the toughest doggy in the world. I'm just saying, you don't mess with it. I mean, y'all don't know what this one's been through. Hey, ain't that right, sweetheart? Yeah, it's okay. See, I'm a dog lover. No doubt. See, I pick up a few things from my daddy along the way. Not many. We just didn't spend enough time together. But this one here, one thing I did learn how to do is be nice to animals. You know what I'm saying? Dog whisperer, moonlight, yeah. Hey, so old Dr. Randall, he got me really thinking. Honestly, even though I ain't done squat yet, and I don't know if I'm gonna do the first half of this midterm. I mean, even if it come down to he failed me and I got to retake the course, I'm serious. Like, and it ain't because I got a YouTube addiction now. It's just, but honestly, this might be the best class I've ever taken, just because his approach. Like I said, he get you thinking. He's doing interesting. Now, like I said, I mean, it looked like he's gonna get down into the meat and potatoes here now. Start making you do like some discussions from the book. But I like that practicality, right? Like, what, Nick? What's made you who you are? Because that really stimulates my mind. Like, and I'm thinking everything, every moment, every conversation, everything that ever happened in life, and it's the truth. Because I will recall on stuff that happened, So my mama was a nurse. Oh, y'all, I was in the paper when I was like, I don't know, about this tall. Go look it up. Coon Rapids, Minnesota. They brought in I don't know why they had a cop, and so my mom worked at Mercy Hospital, right? And they had the what you call it, um she would I'm just waking up. I mean, we already know I'm slow, and we know I like to repeat myself, but that's just for consistency mostly. That's just for the doctors, just so they're clear that I'm not some pathological liar, some certifiable crazy dude. Mostly what hair. So, but there's pictures of me. What do they call them things? You go to the library somewhere and they got the film. You can look it up. They put the film onto the. Can't see it. Don't look very good. You can't read it, but they're somewhere. And they got a big old snake, and I don't like snakes. Okay, and so pretty convenient. Now I'm gonna warn you. Oh yeah. I guess I mean there's only so many times you can listen to your parents scream and argue and go on, on and your daddy get on drunk and raving, before they lock, before you start peeing your pants and then they lock you in the closet and you start. My daddy says that's the real problem. He said it wasn't his drinking, why I went to bed till I was, 35, had got emotional. He says that had nothing to do with it. He says, my mama used to lock me in the closet, and then it was too much lead in my diet, right? I used to She used to get frustrated because old daddy, he was out on the town with all them gals I talked about, playing cards, and so mama would just she had to sleep, so she would just lock me in the. And I'm like, where's daddy? And she's like, hey. And so daddy says it was the paint chips. I don't know. So we end up, there's pictures, I don't remember, but they had a police officer and look at that tail going. Look at she got that tail going for her daddy. Yo, look at that little girl. She happy. See? Huh? That's a sign right there. My doggy girl's all right. Yeah. I mean, so they got this big old boa constrictor, man. I am scared of snakes, man. Like, I'm more scared of snakes than big 500-pound black linebackers for the New York Rams. Okay, yeah. You ever seen them? What do they call them? Bloopers, where they bring out them big old 500-pound dudes. I mean, in the locker room, you know. And the black guys will be jumping up on the table. They pull out like a fake little ant or something. Big old dude. I mean, they'll be jumping on the table like a little schoolgirl. Yeah, I'm like, nah, snakes. But they go all the way back to the garden. I mean, I don't like snakes. But I mean, I'm just saying, pound for pound. I mean, this doggy here. Now you got to be careful. I didn't know like dogs like this. This here's a full-blooded Pomeranian. This is my cheerleader right here. Okay, Pom Pom. Yeah, my girl. One of my girls. All right. Yeah. So I used to trim these dogs because it's like $50 a crack, right? $50 a pop, you know. And so I'm thinking I can do that myself. But what they don't tell you is on some of these little breeds, if you get to cutting their hair, well, sometimes it don't grow back. And you know how like we like to push it to the edge sometimes. We go to the pits of hell and back. I mean, I didn't think this hair here was gonna grow back. I mean, I trimmed her quite a bit, and it would take a while, but I could see progressively it was. And that last time I did it, I mean, it was months and months. And then, you bring in Billy Bob Soda Pop, and then you bring in what's his name? Billy Bob 777. He liked to drive his motorcycle, threatening me. Hmm? You got my attention. What you want to do? Hey, look. Hey, this hair here. Okay. Uh, I mean, this here dog. This is like a Job dog. Okay. She got returned like tenfold. I mean, she got like a triple coat now. But I mean, there was a time there when old Billy Bob come around. Kind of make her nervous. Kind of hurt her, and we give her a couple of lashes or something. I mean, or was that the polar bear Sasquatch? Because it wasn't me. I just saying. Look, um, yeah, but I mean, she didn't back down. Pound for pound, is the toughest doggy in the world, and she only weigh about a quarter pound. All right. Look, this doggy here. Mm-hmm. She is good, girl. She do though. She got about the prettiest eyes ever. I mean, she got like human eyes. I mean, she got like the prettiest eyes you ever seen. I mean, I mean, I'm not kidding you. Her eyebrows and her eyelashes. I mean, she almost looked like a human being. But boy, she is pretty now, ain't she, girl? Huh? Yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah. But she a girl. She like she a doggy, but oh, she play hard to get on you and all that too, right? And I don't think she's a gal. She don't want her hair cut like that. She don't want to be like a buzz cut. She's a feminine doggy. She's an old lady. See, and so we don't cut. I mean, she got so nervous. But anyways, that's one of my girls there. The other one, she's hyper. This here is my therapy dog. This one here says like I said, this one here is like a good woman. I mean, she settled me down, you know, because I'm a little high strung. If you didn't notice, but that other one won't sit still. I mean, so once again, it's just like most things in life. It's a pretty good balance. But I mean, I don't know what I would do without this one here. Hey, yeah, she's my girl. She's one of my girls. Okay. Yeah, she's a pretty girl. All right. Yeah. Old Savage boy, he gonna start making fun of old Camper Brown, big old goon. Like, hey, I'm looking for Princess, and hey, I'm looking for Princess and Precious. Hey, right down the block there, buddy, at Forest Lake. You know that? Yeah, you know where I'm at. You been here? Yeah, yeah. Come on, pal. Leave me alone. Move on. You know what I'm saying? This here, hey, if that's what if in a world where a guy can go up if he feels like a girl, he gonna go up on the target. He all right. Hey, don't worry about those camper loving doggies. You know what I'm saying? Don't be making fun of me and my doggies. All right. So, anyways, what we gonna do? I gotta get a little something done. I gotta write some more papers. This one, this one will take me a little while. I gotta be honest though. I mean, I am just done writing papers, just for writing papers. You know what I mean? It was good though. Learned how to read and write a little bit. They're like, you didn't learn a whole lot in, grade school and high school and all that. So we figured we'd let you go ahead and go to college for 20 years too. So finally you learn how to read and write. I'm thinking, yeah, thank you. So, no, it ain't that bad, but but it's my life, and Black Lives Matter. So hey, and all lives matter. So yeah. So we're gonna do the breakfast. We're gonna do a bunch more work that's like pointless. Just one last time, I guess, but whatever. Excuse me. Yeah, I mean, what's gonna end up happening? I'm gonna get all into these. I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna start watching other videos. I'm gonna be like, forget this. Or the only thing you're gonna see is a video of me watching videos. I'm gonna be like, hey, I mean, I don't know what else to tell you. Oh, yeah. Yeah, they got me in a paper holding a big old snake. I'm about this. I mean, the snake is about 10 feet long. I don't know, big old boa constrictor, something like that. Scary. My grandpa Gordy, he got a copy of it. Go look at it. Go check it out. Oh, Grandpa Gordy, St. Stephen's Church, Anoka, Minnesota, the Halloween capital of the world. Guess he got it. I guess he found himself a new gal. I mean, they've been friends for quite a while, I guess. I guess they met up at the church there in the singles group. You know, old grandma, she got the old Alzheimer's. The dollhammer get the Alzheimer. Hey, he's like, I need a little friend here to hang out with. Go mall walking. We got to go mall walking. Get a little exercise. So yeah. So I'm down here. I'm stroking my doggy's coat here, like just petting my doggy. Can y'all see that? I'm like, that's what I'm doing. I'm petting my doggy girl. Okay. Yeah. I'm serious, man. This is like your therapy doggy for real. Like something about this dog here just calmed me down. Yeah, she settled me down. hmm Yeah. Mhm. So, like I said, just waking up. we're watching like Mark Levin would say, we're watching the MSNLSD. I like variety. Not a huge fan of these people, I'll be honest, whatever their name is, the couple. Same thing. I didn't like that. Like, again, when you are rude and smug and you are constantly accusing somebody of being rude and smug, I mean, you pretty much discredit yourself. You say, well, you just described yourself, Kemper. And I'm saying, yeah, but I ain't running for president and I ain't on TV. Well, I'm on YouTube. I ain't broadcasting like I don't have an audience like that. Okay, I'm not here to be your role model. Well, sort of, kind of, maybe. I'll tell you a little bit about the Bible. This is mostly to document my life and talk to my daddy, right? And I had to, in the very beginning, y'all know I don't even want to talk about it because I think, hey, we put that to bed. Hey, let it be. I think everybody's gonna move up. Hey, everybody's gonna settle. Hey. All right. Yeah. But you got to admit, look at her eyes, honey. I get you, baby girl. I got you, honey. Relax. Smile for the camera, honey. No, you're okay, baby. Here, concentrate now, honey. Smile for him. Relax, daddy girl. Show him your eyes. Show him how pretty you are. Show him your eyes, honey. Hmm? Show him your eyes. Yeah. Oh yeah, you won't give daddy kisses. Oh, she wanna give me kisses. Oh yeah. You don't get kisses very often. I mean, she like a regular woman, typical woman. She don't give you kisses very often. Only when she feel like it, and you better take them. Yeah. Hmm? Good girl. Yeah. All right. Look, you got my attention. What you wanna do? Oh. So typical morning at the Kemper's house. We up. It's 5 out. I got up a little early. Normally I'm back in bed. I get up every day. You know, I do my rounds about 6 o'clock every day, right? But I switch that up. I got to keep you guessing. So don't think I can't tell you my full schedule. Look at her. Look at her laying on daddy. Look at her. Oh, ain't that pretty? Look at that doggy. Huh? If y'all ever think I'm a bad guy, just look at that doggy there. Look at how she just laying her head on her daddy's shoulder. Or her, yeah. Oh, man. Look at that. That's love right there, folks. Yeah, that's my gal. That's one of my gals right there. You see, I can't tell you my full schedule, security reasons. But look, I did got up at 6 today, did the rounds. Normally I lay back down, start praying, meditating. I'm talking to the God of the universe, that God, Jesus, him and his son, Jesus Christ, and the Father and the Son and the Holy Spirit. I'm starting to meditate, thinking, hey, what you want me to do today? God, remember that you created me. Remember that guy? He created everything, and me and you and all of us. And this here pretty doggy. Like, hey, maybe I ought to let you. Maybe you're the creator of the universe. Maybe I ought to let you direct my life instead of me. What you want me to do today, Lord? Because I know it ain't. I'm getting real sick of these papers here for no reason. You got a little something better to do? Hey, I'm ready. Yeah. And I'm thinking, so I normally I might lay back down till about 8 o'clock or so, 8, 9, depending on. Yeah. Look at that. Say, if old little midget Billy Bob ever get on his motorcycle and his Harley and start looking for motorcycle parts, putting up, you know, And he ever say anything about the camper boy? Put that boy in check. You know what I'm saying? I mean, just hey, hey, look at that doggy. What you talking about, Billy Bob? Get out of here. Hit the road, Jack, and don't come back. You hear? Yeah. Take your friends with you. We ain't got no room around here. Get on. Look. So I'm all about productivity, but it's got to have a purpose. Or I could just sit here and watch YouTube videos for the rest of my life. I mean, you want to talk? I mean, I didn't realize how many good videos. I mean, I'm just not into that. I didn't realize how many good videos there are. Like, do it yourself. Like, I mean, I never have to call. I mean, I could fix anything if I had enough time. I need more coffee. Yeah, honey. Look, how am I supposed to go get coffee with the doggy doing this here? I mean, look at this here. Look at that. I mean, oh, see, I know. Oh, now she's gonna look at that. Oh, look at that. That's love, folks. You're looking at love. Whatever happened to Chuck Woolery? Is he still alive? Chuck Woolery? The Love Connection. The Love Boat. The plane! The plane! Hey, boss! The plane! The plane! Oh. If y'all ever question my character, I mean, look at that. Now, if I was a bad guy, would my dog get? Would shit? I mean, does it? Look at that. Huh? Come on now. Oh, I mean, yeah. Whatever. I mean, how do you put a dog down? I mean, how do I set her down on the floor when she's doing that to me? I mean, honey, yeah. I mean, how you expect me to go get some coffee, sweetie? You gonna do that? I mean, I need some more coffee, honey. I mean, talk about wrapping you. She got me wrapped right around her finger, eh? Yeah. Look at that. Oh, honey, I need some coffee, though. I love you, but I need some coffee, baby. Oh, you're just rambling. I'm watching. See, that's the other thing. Like, that's, again, folks, I can't stand the divide. All right. I'm gonna be honest with you. You know, y'all remember like Megan Kelly? Ooh, Megan Kelly. She was on like Fox News. Megan Kelly. She was an original. Whatever happened to her? Oh yeah. Oh, that's right. They got rid of her before they canned O'Reilly. She tried to go after O'Reilly, and they said, "Hey, nah." And then they end up getting O'Reilly, and they got them all gone except for Hannity. They got Hannity. He used to be a carpenter like my daddy, right? Oh, he about the only one left, really. And then they got the Ingram Angle. Bullshit, hey, you want to talk about like tough as nails, huh? See, I ain't tough enough anymore for Fox News. Okay, I used to think maybe I was, kind of tough enough like my daddy, but nah. Um, But seriously, it's just like you watch something enough, and like I said, I mean, it's all pretty much the same thing now, anyways. I mean, boy, you rambling again. Well, like I said, I mean, we got to give them a bunch of material because, again, what they'll do is they'll just cherry pick out a few things and try to make me look crazy. Mostly because they probably hate the Bible. That's probably a real reason. I mean, because I'm really not that big of a jerk, and I'm really no different than anybody else. One guy, 2 billion people. Your average guy. Maybe I'm not in your tax bracket, but we all put our pants on the same way, no matter what color your skin is. We all pretty much the same. But excuse me. But before I got all hot on the trail with, I'll be honest, say it's about practicality. Look, well, I mean, msnbc, we got all the, hey, oh, half the kingdom, she ain't gonna like this one. But look, all the girls under 30 years of age, the pretty ones, they're all on this channel here. Yeah, yeah. So I mean, like if you're hey boys, like if you're single and you're looking for like a pretty gal about 30 and under, MSNBC. And I mean, they got they all on there. All right. Yeah, yeah. So you go with a Fox News, they're all married, above like 45, 50. You ain't getting a date, you ain't getting a date over there, okay? I'm just saying. No, I'm just playing. But like I said, the MSM, they're a lot of the younger reporters, so they're up and coming. They're hungry. They'll get in the trenches. They're ready to go. I mean, they got a wider variety of. They got a little wider variety. They got way more shows. It's more. It's not just 3, 4 shows over regurgitated. You know, I mean, you're over on CNN. Here's what's going on CNN. Like in the morning, you got what you got? What's his name? Anderson Cooper. He'll come on after Anderson Cooper. They'll bring in what's his name? Wolf Blitzer. After Wolf Blitzer, they'll bring in what's his name? Silencing and not the nice black guy. He like to hang out with what's her name? Brooke. What's her name? Brooke something. They're friend. They did the New Year's thing. Then they bring in that Don Lemon, and after Don Lemon, they're gonna bring in what's his name? Brian Stelter. Okay, after Brian Stelter, and they all nice guys, but I like a variety. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's why I like this now. I get older, and I like to see more things. And like I said, they're younger, so they, you know. But yeah. hmm Practicality, folks. Um. So look. So MSN BLSDers, they're gonna be like, okay, that old guy's rambling again, like they accused of the lawyer. See, that's why you lose respect. At least be fair. Okay, if you be an objective reporter, if because I don't know, is it just me? But when you're rude and smug, and you're accusing other people of being rude and smug, you discredit yourself, and you're no different than them, right? I don't know. Call me crazy. I think it's pretty simple. You know, if you, in other words, if you're trying to, which that's the other thing. Like I vote on policy and as a patriot of the United States. Okay, I didn't. I ain't trying to hire a pastor in chief. Last time I checked, being a nice guy wouldn't the wasn't a qualification of being president of the United States. You know what I mean? His job is the interest of the United States of America. All threats foreign and broad. Not. I mean, he never. They never said anything about. Hey, I mean, you got to be. Oh, you know, you got to be all nice and gentle. I mean, how do you run an how do you command the greatest military force ever known to mankind and not ruffle a little feathers? You know what I mean? So I think it's unrealistic expectations. All right. Like I said, I mean, you're not going to convince, if y'all trying to convince me that old granddaddy Trump made more friends than he, look, that guy, look, they said to me, hey, Camper, marketing is not your thing. And I'm thinking, okay, well, like making friends. Now, I'm not talking at the country club. Making friends, on TV is not Granddaddy Trump's greatest suit. Okay, we're just saying. He might think it is, but we're just giving you a little objective view here, boss. Look, hey, no president. He ain't getting. I don't know. They might get him. What? So what does this mean, folks? He can't ever run. He's never going to jail. No president ever has ever gone to jail. Everybody around him, sure, that's happened before, but he ain't never going to touch that guy. Now, what they're trying to do is prevent him from running from office again. Is what they do. Because if they get him twice, impeach him. I mean, he can't. He done. His whole he done. He's sitting on this. He's sitting on the computer running the Secret Service. Okay, that's it. Look, well, tell us something you don't know. All you're doing is rambling. What? But see, at least, but when people accuse you of being something you're not for so long, and then they start threatening you a lie, you're like, hey, I got to get on the camera and start talking. Yeah. So I'm like, I don't care what I talk about. I'm just going to talk. You know what I mean? Some of it'll make a little sense, and it's my viewpoint. It's like old Randall would say, hey, Dr. Randall, this is what made me. All that stuff I heard, this is where I'm at. Yeah. So I'm thinking MSNLSD, lots of gals, 30 and under, they can still have children. Hey, I'll take a look at you. No, they don't want what these are. I mean, they went to like Columbia University, right? You can't. They ain't gonna give Camper a time of day. I understand. That ain't what this is about. But it's nice to see. It's nice to see variety and different stuff. I don't like. I'm gonna be honest with you. I really, other than having a slight attitude, I'm a really nice guy. But if you've been through what I've been through, you'd have a little bit of an attitude too. hmm So I don't like how this MSNBC. I mean, I'm like, I get sick of it. Fine, you don't like the president. You don't. You think he's a mean guy. Yeah, okay. I mean, um, I'm not gonna get into that. Like I said, his job was to defend. Now, it's above my pay grade. I don't know what that guy get in. He's in the Secret Service. He run. I don't know. Do they know something we don't know? Was he doing stuff? Was he taking a ride on the Lolita Express or something? With Epstein. I mean, I don't know. Now, according to the logs, it was just old Bubba and Prince Andrews and whoever else. Right? Too big to fail. So apparently he was smart enough to get off them logs or something. I don't know. how he did that. So I mean, I don't know if he's up to something. I mean, I'll never know. And they know about it. Well, maybe I don't know. There must be something, right? Because how would you spend enough time and feel comfortable railing on the president of the United States day in and day? I mean, it's sickening. You think you're getting sick of listening to me? Like I'm sick of listening to Morning Joes just go after the president. Like I said, I mean, I was taught back, remember back when I pledged allegiance to the United States, that used to be okay. Yeah, we used to pray in school. They're thinking, I mean, we knew you were old, camper, but how old are you really, Nick? Nah, yeah, okay. So you're like, but listening, look, we respect, see what I mean? Back in HW, we still, even during the Bush, except for that when that one guy threw threw the shoe at him. Man, y'all remember that old W was like boom. He was like he's like boom. Oh yeah, you think because the worst thing you can do is throw a shoe at somebody in the Middle East. Right? That's like their ultimate sign of disrespect. Old W, he was like, whoa, oh, yeah, you almost got me. What's up? And okay, but we used to respect the office of the presidency. We don't do that no more. And everything is in chaos. Okay. And so we ain't going to get anywhere by doing that. Um, yeah. So, I mean, if you consider the Roman Empire, right? Like we got a long ways to go, but it decayed from within, right? So yeah, but we got to figure out a way to come together, like, and understand that it don't gotta be like this, because I ain't gonna listen to it. And pretty soon, it's not just gonna be burning they let them burn the buildings down for a while. They let them go in and steal millions of dollars of Rolexes and take all kind of stuff and bring it back to the hood and whatever. But I don't think they're gonna let that go for. They ain't gonna keep letting that happen for very long. And then we're gonna have some real problems. And so, how do we get along? Because again, all this changing, like the changing all the names and tearing down all the statues, and again, Black Lives Matter, and like I understand, like I can't relate, right? But I can understand why like because of your ancestors, because that's what it is. There's no and like reparations, like think about this. You want me to pay for something that happened 150 years ago with a bunch of guys I never knew and I never even thought like they did. I mean, I don't get that. That's gonna be people aren't gonna like that one. But I've said that one. Um, you know, why we can't meet in the middle and realize that it doesn't seem like people are trying to get along. Like they literally want to burn everything down. Now, don't get me wrong, Michelle Obama, she was my favorite. Like, I was like, hey, maybe they ought to take old Biden off there and put Obama on there. They never did that, but I guess she wasn't interested. Hmm? I like her. Hmm? She's a nice lady, huh? She got some nice biceps too, right? Not in like she works out. She's tough lawyer. Old Barry married up, eh? Yeah. Anyways, so yeah, I'm just gonna make some breakfast, take a shower. Uh, just a typical day in the life in the it's a what it's a typical day in the neighborhood. It's a typical day in the neighborhood. Excuse me. Now, here's the tricky balance I'm trying to strike. Like I said, Obama, she's my gal. She's my friend. Like if there was anybody in government, you'd be like, oh, she's cool. Like she's nice lady. You'd be like, I want to be friends with her. Right? But the problem is it's tricky balance. To not offend people and not be so divided and only allowed to be on one side, but yet understand where people are coming from. And yet I'm 40 some years old. And so I understand what they're saying, how, Trump is not a nice guy. He's kind of mean sometimes. And they got different policies. So how do I get along with everybody? Because that's what I want to do. I've always been that way, right? How can I have friends on both sides of the aisle? You used to be able to do that. Remember, I always thought that was a little bizarre. Didn't y'all? John McCain, remember? I like guys that don't get captured. You know what I mean? Yeah, I mean me too, right? I like uh I like guys that don't get captured. But hey, he was a war hero, right? Um, but I always thought that was strange that see now that wouldn't go down today, right? Al Franken, remember Al Franken on the big old you ever seen oh man, them airplanes? Man, I want to fly in one of them. I don't look, I ain't flying commercial. When you sending all our airplanes over, they basically what they're doing is recycling them out. And you got foreign nations that hate us. It's their mechanics. I mean, it's one thing to send me all their products and computers and stuff, but now you're letting them, uh, tune up our commercial airplanes. Nah, I ain't getting on no. I mean, I ain't flown since 9/11. Okay, one time, twice. Nah, I'm going John Madden on you. Get me the bus. We're taking the bus, honey. I ain't getting on no commercial airplane. No. All right. But you remember old Al Franken? Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, I'll try one of them. Now, if it's a private little Cessna, I'm not you're paranoid. No, I'll get on one of them small little planes, as long as I got a parachute. Them things go down, they go down quick. Or a military plane. Hey, I'll get on. Get any military plane, any chopper, any most hell. I'm not afraid of none of that. I'm just not getting on an airplane when you got some foreign country. I don't know who even knows. Mostly, what they're doing is because remember we got to have a CEO that's he got to be able to afford them $1,000 obscene profit, you know, $1,000 champagne bottles. Yeah. So so in order to afford them $1,000 champagne bottles, he got to recycle. He got to say every once in a while, they send it over to Singapore, Japan, or China, or whatever. Hey, hey, can you tune up our airplane for you? I know we you've been trying to take us over for the last 100 years, but hey, we think it's a good idea that you maintenance our airplanes. Yeah, okay. Whoever thought about that one needs to be fired. I mean, I ain't flying on no commercial airplane. Nah. But y'all remember old yeah. I mean, Franken, nice guy, Jewish guy, you know, went to school with old Poppy Harlow. Yeah, nice girl. Seemed like a nice lady. Poppy Harlow. They went to where? Blake, the Blake School over there in St. Jewish Park. But the idea that Franken and I mean, does it get? This is where you start to think, And I mean, we're like deep thoughts on Saturday Night Live with Jack Handy, things that make you go, You're thinking, hey, what Franken, what you doing down staying with? Old McCain there. He's supposed to be like the most conservative guy. He was almost president in the Republican Party. Had that old Sarah Palin on the ticket. Yeah, I mean it don't. It's what it ain't supposed to get much. Except now they going after this Cindy McCain right there. All the Republicans are saying they're saying you ain't Republican enough. You ain't in the. And so then, but you want to talk about a gal that been taken care of? I mean, what is she like? What is she like? 90 now? I mean, she looks like she's about 45. I guess she had a little work done. I don't know, but she well preserved. Okay, but look, uh, McCain and them, they go down there in Arizona and they're like, hey, maybe it's a good idea. I know I'm the most liberal Democrat. I used to write them funny things and for in a magazine about Spanish. Hey, this is Jay Reddy, kids. But we're gonna hang out with John McCain now. Yeah. What? You're like when you go down to Arizona, you don't got your own place, you don't got no timeshare. You're literally staying with John McCain and Cindy McCain. What's going on here? What about this that doesn't seem quite right? That's kind of like, it's like your ex-husband, right? I mean, it's one thing to be friendly, right? Old daddy say. It's one thing like, hey, you got kids, you see each other, everyone, you say hi, or mate, you got kids or something, you check in and be like, but you're remarried, and then like you're like, oh hey, come on over, you're going on vacation, come stay with us. It's like your ex, you got your new husband, and all of a sudden your ex-husband gonna come over, and you'll be like, hey, let's all hang out, and we like the Brady Bunch here, and I'm thinking, nah. I mean, that's pretty much like that. Like, what are you doing down in Arizona? I mean, I know that's way above my pay grade, but even I can figure that. Say, hey, the most liberal guy and the most conservative. I mean, what? You want to talk about a dog and pony show? Mm-hmm. Hey, y'all figure it out. Just reporting the information. But yeah. Would it be all right if would you mind if we gave Americans back some jobs? Like, how about fixing our airplanes and maintaining it like 100%? Okay. Yeah. Would it be all right if we like when the plane need to be checked? Hey, dude. Oh, look. Why don't you tune that up? Make sure everything's working right. How about we have a guy from the United States doing that, or a gal? Yeah, I mean that seemed like a reasonable idea, don't you think? Yeah. So, be right back. So we're gonna give the dogs their I'm gonna give my dog her medication. See, these little dogs, I forget y'all have to ask the other Dr. Randall, at the Oh, did I ever talk about that? I mean, look, I'm not sure what gave you the idea that I like liquid hydrocodone, especially when my dog has like that serious condition where, I mean, and they only give you about that much. I mean, like I said, I did my fair share. I smoked a few one hitters, 50 years ago, and I drank some light beer. Maybe tried a couple of times. I'm just guessing, but a little bit like that hydrocodone, like this much here. I mean, I'm thinking that's not going to last a 200-pound guy very long. Call me crazy, but if you think that, I mean, you seen my dog. I mean, the thing won't stop coughing. I can't sleep. It's, they got the diaphragm or something. I don't know what it is. Oh, this was bizarre. I mean, look, and what else about you thinks that I would put my dog down because it has a chronic cough? Yeah, I can't sleep, but I mean, they got things called like the barn outside, other rooms, right? And I'm thinking, yeah. So no, you know, but it get to the point where I can't sleep. She get the coughing, so we got to give her this because she got these little dogs develop. It's notorious, I guess. So I got to give her the liquid hydrocodone. I guess it relax and suppress her, whatever they call it. So we got to give her that quite a bit. That's been a few years now. All right. But if you think I'm calling out, number one, it's just like any controlled substance. You ain't doctor shopping. I mean, they got one database for all that stuff. I mean, nobody's you're getting one, and you're gonna act like maybe like I might be calling up, making up some story, trying to get a little extra liquid hydrocodone when I can go just down the block get me a big old bag of heroin for about $10. I mean, what goes on in people's head nowadays? I mean, say, and they think I'm weird. So, come here, girl. Hey! What? No, what you want? Whoa! Hey! Come here, girl. Get your medicine. What you barking at? Come on, girl. Come here, sweetheart. Yeah. Sit, girl. Good girl. Sit. That's a good girl. Take your medicine. Huh? More coffee. It's 8:15 a.m., folks. Say, old Amarillo Slim, say. Amarillo Slim, he ain't bad. But I'm the best there's ever been. And I ain't going, I ain't going down, chase that devil down to Georgia no more. You know, he come up here a couple of times trying, but I think we got him back down in Georgia. All right. So, Amarillo Slim. Oh, yeah, you know. He talked to me for a little while, and all of a sudden it's, text message. Yeah, I mean, it's got to be frustrating talking to a guy that, I mean, if I only got 3 minutes to talk, and you've notified me that I only got 3 minutes, your next meeting's in 3 minutes, and I got 3 minutes, and I called you to talk about A. I don't want you talking to me about B, because I'm gonna be frustrated because you told me, hey, you get 3 minutes, and I already kind of told you, hey, I need to talk about topic A, and then you start talking about topic B. Well, then I never even got. You gave me 3 minutes, and I didn't even get. And we didn't say really. I didn't even get anything done about topic A, because somehow you got on topic B, and I'm thinking, I mean, you're pretty good, Amarillo Slim, but you ain't that good. So I don't know. We're gonna see. We'll see. I mean, there's just certain words the camper uses, right? So, anyways, pretty nice guy, but you know, all of a sudden, real tough guy to get a hold of. So, Mm-hmm. I don't know. But he talking to old Roger Dodger, boy. I mean, it ain't got no problem talking to somebody who, making all kind of stuff up. Hey, I don't know. Whatever. What can you do? All you can do is be honest and try. People will do what they'll do, and God will take care of it. You can't compete with God, no matter what, right? Ultimately, again, it all goes back to trusting that God's will, thy will be done. God's will be done as long as I'm doing the next right thing, which right now happens to be documenting my life for everybody to say, hey, oh yeah, you were half a weirdo, but that's about it. I'm serious. It is really, I'd say that's about the most frustrating thing right now because we are so divided and everything is pushed on us. It's all about politics. My parents would not stop talking. Well, on my mama's side. Every time. I think that's finally why we kind of grew apart. Every time, whether just constantly railing, what people just, you know what, people, some people are going to probably have to go into therapy. They're going to have like that, what do they call that, Stockholm syndrome? Because all of a sudden, no, granddaddy Trump ain't in office. What are they going to talk about? I mean, they've been being mean and picking and like going after this guy for so. I mean, like they're probably gonna go through withdrawal. Like they're really not. They're not gonna know what to do because they've been nonstop talking about this guy. It's frustrating not being able to, you know what I mean, not be accepted on one side because you don't think like this. And you ain't, hey, don't come around here with that Bible and all that. Hey, don't come around here with that. Well, we ain't having that. And so you're alone. You're like, there ain't really nowhere there ain't nowhere you can really fully get in. You know what I'm saying? It's discouraging because we become so polarized with politics and all this and that. Coffee. So I'm thinking, like that, I always used to get accused, especially my daddy. My daddy loved. I don't know why, because that guy got a beer belly from the pits of hell. Well, he used to. See, I think this was part of the reason why me and my daddy didn't get along. I mentioned this before. He was used to having a bunch of tweakers. And I come around every once in a while, and I'm like, hey man, I need a Chipotle like every hour. No, I need a Chipotle like every about 3 times a day, right? I need to eat. I mean, I ain't all hopped up on this tweaker, this methamphetamine, right? I mean, I got to eat, daddy. I like to stop and get me a cup of coffee. Maybe I'm gonna have a little conversation. And my dad's like, hey, we got to go, we got to go. And I'm thinking, hey, I mean, I'm in California. I'm on kind of on vacation here. I'm just trying to help you out, hang out, work a little bit. I mean, can't you lighten up on me a little bit, Daddy? I mean, I know you got all these tweakers. They going for 2-3 weeks at a time. I mean, 100 miles an hour. You ain't got to feed them. I mean, you bring them a little bucket of KFC every once in a while. They all right. And so you're getting a little frustrated because you got a normal guy come in, right? All of a sudden he like maybe want to stop at the cut. Hey, and I see something. Maybe I see a little sweet little honey. I'm like, hey, you know, I want to have a cup of coffee and a conversation with somebody for a little while. And you're like, well, you got to go, boy. Man, I'm used to these guys. I mean, come on. I mean, look at them. I'm used to these guys. Bing, 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 right? I mean, that was part of the problem. Now I know I'm a little slow, but let's see. I'd rather have a guy like me. I mean, we're talking about 10,000. I mean, we're driving around. I mean, heavyweight. We got big trucks here. I mean, if we run into something, I mean, we got to call the insurance adjuster. You know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking, hey, all them times you had me driving that truck with all that wood, did I ever crash anything? No. Did I ever cut it? That chainsaw? Did anybody ever get hurt? No, nobody ever got hurt. So hey, you gotta go a little bit slower. Hey, but we're gonna get the job done, and we're gonna have a little cup of coffee, maybe a little conversation along the way. Hey, 5 minutes here, take five, boy. Hey, how you doing? What's going on? Instead of this, hitting the pipe and okay, we're gonna work for 3 weeks. So that was part of the problem. So a lot of them guys, they don't need to eat very often. And I'll acknowledge I'm a little slower than most of you guys. Not so much when it comes to like labor, at least back in the day, you know. I mean, I'm still working by the hour, okay. I ain't getting paid by the job. I don't care if it's my daddy or not. Hey, so but I'm not all hopped up on the goat fast, say so. So I think that was a little problem, right? We didn't get along all the time because I'm like, he's like, "What? Where are you at? What are you stopping for?" I'm like, "Oh, you remember that stuff? It's called food. Hey, I like to eat. I got to eat once in a while. Take a little 5-10 minute break here and there. Hey." And he's like, "Well, most my guys would have been back here an hour ago." And I'm thinking, well, I had to stop. I wanted to get it. I got me some Chipotle and then had to go to the restroom. And then there was what sweet. I thought maybe that was old half the kingdom there. I had a sweet little honey on the line. I got to talking to her for about 5 minutes, and I'm giving her my number, and hey, hey, how about a cup of coffee? I mean, and he's like, well, you should have been back. All my guys already been back here an hour ago, boy. I'm thinking, well, okay, whatever. Hit the road, Jack. You're cutting into my bottom line now, son. You got to go. And I ain't getting no sex. And she ain't letting me sleep. I mean, you gone, boy. You got to go, man. Yeah, that's the truth, dog. You already know. Get the Christmas wagon rolling. Yeah. Hey. So, like right now, like my dad, he like the guy's got a bear belly the size of Santa Claus, right? I mean, and he's always been like, well, you always eating, son. You always eating. What's the matter? What do you got? Some kind of condition? And I'm looking at it. I'm thinking, look at you. I mean, I ain't as fat as you, man. Like you're like, who do you think you are, man? And I'm thinking, and I'm like, and he's like, oh, look, I'm serious. That was a big one with Daddy, right? He always accusing me of being like obsessed with food, and I'm thinking, what are you talking about? I'm like, that one really bothered me. I'm like, this is food, man. Like, I'm not on the methamphetamine. What do you care how much I eat, dude? And I'm thinking, leave me alone, man. If you say one more time about how much I like to eat, like, none of your business, dude. And so that was I didn't like that, Daddy. But, he's, I'm the kind of guy, like, I don't, I always learn way back, say, remember old Randall? Well, what's made you what you are, Camper? And I'm thinking, yeah, hey, I'm the kind of guy, I eat to survive. I don't live to eat. Like, this is not why I'm here, like, oh, every day, I enjoy food. But when I'm hungry and my body tells me I need to eat, I eat. Like right now. Normally, sometimes I would have had me one egg. But I ain't hungry at the moment. Okay, now in about maybe half an hour, I'm gonna be on that egg. But I ain't obsessed with food, Daddy. I eat what my body tells me. I'm my own best advocate. Listen to your body, kids. You'll know. So I'm probably gonna, I gotta make a few phone calls, business call. Oh God, all the psychiatrists, all the yeah, all the seven figures and secret doctors. Oh, yeah, he's gonna give us something now. Yeah, yeah. No, you ain't getting nothing. Just more of the same. And then take a shower and do a little work. Hmm. I heard of Gilroy, but apparently garlic. If you got like garlic is the thing now. Old Daddy plant garlic on his 5-acre spread. I don't know, man. It's pretty dry. Garlic, obviously, garlic don't garlic need a fair amount of water when it's growing, right? I would think. No. Water is expensive. I don't know if you ever noticed, but they don't have a whole lot of grass in California. I mean, my daddy, he had a little patch out in the back of his house, about 10 by 10. But I mean, he pretty much had to have the water running on that 24/7 to keep that anything green. I remember when old Castlewood. I remember when I first moved out there. You would look down from old Daddy's spread way up on top, almost on top of the mountain. He's in a canyon there, so there's people higher up, but he's up there pretty high, about 3/4 of the way, I guess. But you go to the south and that go up another. But it's a ways down there. And like I said, I mean you could see the ocean, just the film on a clear day. But it used to be so beautiful when you'd look down and you'd see this lush green golf course. Man, it was pretty. But the last 10 years or so, it's like all brown and they don't water it. And I don't even know if it's there anymore. The Japanese own it or something like that, some Japanese group. But why they're not watering? I mean, if the Japanese guys can't even afford the water, I mean, I don't know how you're really gonna grow anything on your property. So I'm just saying. Oh, oh, I know what. Daddy got all mad at me because I wouldn't eat his shrimp. He got really offended. He's like, "This is gourmet." And I'm thinking, well, you know, Daddy, if you go over to China, eating a cat is gourmet too. You gonna fire one of them up? No. Or how, dude, if you go look at just because it's culture in America, look, I used to eat shrimp. I actually think it tastes all right. Uh, Cocktail sauce, little shrimps. I mean, I ate probably 10 gazillion of them, deep fried little popcorn shrimp or whatever, right? Uh, what's the other one? Lobster. I'll be. I mean, really. Yeah, there ain't a whole lot. I mean, lobster and butter, pretty good. Pretty good. Uh, so Daddy got offended a couple times because he's a pretty good cook. Because that Leslie, I mean, she can cut hair, but I mean, other than like macaroni and cheese and grilled cheese, and I mean, she pretty basic. I don't know. I guess Daddy always did the cooking. She never did learn how to cook much. Uh, but Daddy would get offended, and he'd be like, "Man, this, you know how expensive this is, and you don't want to eat it." And I'm like, no, I started doing that messianic Christian thing, and I don't eat that stuff no more. And I can't believe how offended people get. And like, there's so many other options. You got any fish with fins and scales. Okay. I mean, I don't know. There's something pretty, that pig there, all it do is eat. I mean, it literally will eat its own manure. I mean, oh, my auntie, but she gonna be like, you ever seen a chicken coop? Well, I'm like, well, I mean, I don't know. That pig's pretty dirty, pretty nasty. All it like to do is roll around and eat its own, like 24 hours a day, to eat its own manure. Thinking, that's kind of gross. I mean, the pig I just don't think a pig, like, I don't need to eat it. It tastes fine. Hey, I ate 1,000,000,000 pork chops and BLT sandwiches, but I just quit. That always made Daddy a little upset. He's like, I'm paid good money for this, and I cooked this, boy, and you won't eat it. Little dabble do you, boy. Hey, get to work and don't be stopping for no lunch or coffee, and don't be talking in no half the kingdoms. Keep going, boy. I got a timeline here to meet, son. I'm thinking, yeah, nah. Because he's always saying, hey, most of our problems was because you was working for me. Now, you ever see that? Remember the Logan show? I used to be into that for a while. The reality documentaries. The what was it? SNW. The Cypress, the log guys down in Louisiana and down South Alabama. They would the loggers, the swamp loggers or something. Look, you know what they're doing right now? They're thinking, you're that one guy and that other guy. You're like Beavis and Butthead. You and your dad, you look just like those two on there. They couldn't get along. No, we ain't that bad. But yeah, I mean, but that was pretty much it. Because I mean, I didn't crash the. So one time I came home, and I got a big old F-350. I mean, dually, and I got about 6 feet to back it up, 6 feet wide to back it up, and I bump into the fence, and it's already knocked over. And he still, every time he talked to me, I'm like, Dad, that was already knocked over. I just bumped it. I mean, it's like these people, Daddy, they like to remind me. I don't know if it takes the focus off themselves, but they constantly reminded me of dumb little stuff like that. We could have fixed that. The fence was already half fell over anyways. I'm getting up every day at 6 a.m. And why are you having me park the truck here anyways? just so I'd back into that and you'd be able to talk to me about that for the next 50 years. Like, forget about that little post. Anyways. Yeah, we're getting old, man. Getting old. But it's an okay day. Drinking coffee, about to have one egg over easy. Quarter bagel cinnamon raisin with some butter on it. Pretty good. Figure out how to keep old Randall happy just enough here. So he don't fire me. He already wanted to fire me, so I figure, hey, what do I got to lose? Because that's his job. He go around to fire people. They pay him to fire people. I wouldn't want that job. Talk about helping people not wanting to sleep and be the mean guy, have to fire. No, I ain't. I'm hiring people. Don't ask me to fire nobody. Nah. All right. Well, just wanted to say hi this morning. For a few minutes, I guess. I can let it roll. I can let the video roll while I cook breakfast, or what I gotta do. I can feed the dogs now. See, I gotta let that medication metabolize. And we don't have, so the general idea is, uh, if you want to feed your dogs less and you're home all the time, it's not, if you're out, if you got to go out during the day, it's not practical, obviously. And so I generally feed my dogs on the sevens, 7 a.m., 7 p.m., give or take a little bit. But I gotta let that medicine metabolize, right? It's, it's gotta, I'm my best own advocate. I gotta let that medicine on an empty stomach settle in for about at least a half hour. An hour or more is even better. You know what I mean? I don't like to let my dogs go too long beyond 7 o'clock. But sometimes when we sleep or we're up, we wait. I mean, like this guy upstairs. Again, this another example. Oh, grumpy man. He seemed to think like he get mad at me if I don't feed those dogs at exactly 7 o'clock and seven. I mean, he thinks the world's gonna end, and he starts in on me. And I'm thinking, dude, we all right. They ate. They're fine. They was up till 10 o'clock last. They ate a little bit later last night. They'll be all right. The stuff people get on me about, they gotta find that, like, they got nothing else better to do. They gotta find something else to do, and they gotta be more positive. Don't come down here complaining about the same way I cut your pizza for you the last 50 times, and all of a sudden you got a problem. Be positive, man. Don't give me a headache, or I ain't gonna talk to you. Be nice. Say something nice to me. I want to have a great day, not a negative day. I don't want to listen to a negative Nancy. I want to listen to your negativity. Tell them finding something you think about anything you can. Just because you about to, I mean, y'all think I'm playing, right? Y'all think, hey, we know you, Nick. We seen you a little bit. We know, hey, we know why a guy would be all grumpy. No, y'all, look, I'm gonna put some secret cameras up in this place. I'm gonna start recording this guy. I'm gonna get me some, cause once they start getting the memory problem, and then if he start making stuff up, I need some some backup, like some evidence because look, I'm telling you, old grumpy man, I got your guy. He don't even got to audition. Trust me, he's your guy. Now he's all there mostly. In fact, I'm starting to wonder what do they call that stuff where you the thing where they get dizzy? Can't I still can't think of that. Look, either he do it on purpose or he don't care, but he got starting to get a memory, little bit of like I don't know, like if you ask him to get a couple things, like he'll forget. Or maybe he just does it on purpose because roles change, you know. Instead of me, that the parents they turn into the toddler is what I'm gathering eventually, and they're the one they turn into the 2 year old instead. So because we all in this together, folks. There's a lot of people hurt, a lot of people suffering. We ought to be looking for ways to be nice to each other and get along, not worry about how your pizza's getting cut. Now I know we're from the greatest country on God's green earth. But there's a whole lot of people that ain't got no pizza. Don't come down here whining about, hey, oh, you don't ever have to cut my pizza that. Well, you didn't have a problem with it the last 50 times. Remember, I'm a creature of habit. I ain't doing nothing different. I don't know what's going on. People get funny. We got old grumpy men. Yeah. But if you listen to him over there yapping with the old gal got her smock on, think she getting old. She thinking, hey, I remember when I was just getting out of nursing school, boy, I'd fire up me a pot of coffee, get 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 too fishy with my cigarettes burning, boy. Last get ask daddy, hey, you get listening to them, boy, you'd think, we got a nutcase on our hand. And then you get a few people making stuff up about texting them about, hey, oh well, yeah, well, what kind of game, what you doing? Nah, homie don't play that. I might not be able to stop you, but I'm gonna tell the truth. Yeah, God can stop you. We'll leave it up to him. Remember, I'm too old to dig ditches. I ain't sending no rocket to the moon, but I do care about people. What we gonna do? Hey, one day at a time. We sure ain't gonna invite the devil in. No, never again. Uh-uh. Not happening. So I guess I'm not really I'm kinda hungry but not really. Like I can wait. Like normally, so I'll just wait. More coffee. Now I do like my coffee, right? Alright. It's kinda like a joke, right? Like look, keep your hands off my coffee and nobody gets hurt. Alright? Just don't touch my coffee and everything's gonna be alright. Nobody gets hurt. Don't worry about it. Okay? See what we got here, folks, is we got people that we got parents that love, we got parents that have, like I said, I mean, I was an only child. Sure, when there's a fair amount of, look, obviously I can't, they didn't take care of me all my life, but you know, I think when I mean, especially a mother, right? She want to make sure her boy is going to be all right when she gone. She gone. So I understand that, but you got to remember. Just ask old daddy, hey, get the fired up. Oh, what's wrong with this? She ain't no doctor, but boy, she a nurse. She worked around some doctors, and they love to pass out medication. They just do. A lot of them are in with that too much in for the with the kickbacks. I mean, who knows? All the kickbacks they get for pushing certain I can't remember. We talked about that a little bit for a while. Look, the bottom line is we're all a little goofy. Most people don't need any medication. Most people just need to stay off drugs and alcohol. Go to sleep every night. Drink plenty of water and eat some food every day and read that Bible there and try to follow it. And when you screw up, say, I'm sorry, God. Please help me. And most people be all right with all this other medication and stuff. Now I'm not saying don't get me wrong. Now to be like, oh look at them. No, like if you're gonna like chop if you have like this tendency like to hang out at golf courses and accuse guys of doing things they don't do, and y'all hopped up on something and you feel like, hey, maybe I want to take this axe here and chop your neck off. And that, like, if you're feeling like that, yeah, go to the doctor, get you some trazodone or some Depakote or something. Get on something. Don't if you're a threat to yourself or others or something. Yeah, I'm not saying that, but in general, like if you're sleeping, doing not on drugs, you don't smoke cigarettes, normally you'll probably be all right. You ain't gonna hurt yourself or others. You'll be okay. But we got this big old medical industry. They're always looking to diagnose somebody or give somebody some kind of medication. Keep that system rolling, 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 rolling. All right. So you got parents that, yeah, I mean, nah, my parents ain't kept. I mean, sure, they helped me out. I'm an only child. I come from a middle class family. They had a few extra dollars. Sure, they helped me out a little bit here and there. Yeah, no doubt about it. Am I gonna be able to? Yeah, I mean, I told you, I ain't missed a credit card payment in 25 years. And this was before computers. Actually, when you think about it, it's pretty amazing how many before I had a computer, before you could go online and pay it. Yeah, you had to trust the United States mail. I mean, you think of how many people you had that your mail had to go through. All the factors where mail could get lost or somebody could fraudulently or maliciously make things disappear. Not once, ever, always. I never missed one payment ever. I mean, I know how to take care of myself. I know how to pay bills. I need a little more money, but I'll be all right. Especially if I could get along with old daddy boy. I mean, hey, we'll be all right. Yeah. But again, all you're gonna find here is a whole bunch of coffee. That's it. And by the way, this is healed. It's a miracle. It's just a little red. But we ready. We're ready for next time, boy. Whew. Man. Well, I mean, we're gonna keep putting this on there, right? To keep her nice and lubed up, nice and soft. But I mean, it's all for all intents and purposes. I mean, she's healed. You know. Okay. Oh yeah. I mean, I'm going. They're gonna bury me in my grave with this. All right. Wherever I go, she go. Yeah, yeah. Look at this. Hey, I don't know, man. I don't know what you want. What you looking for? You can't have my soul. My soul belongs to God and Jesus Christ. You can't have that. The Bible says, fear God in heaven, who can throw your soul into hell for eternity, where there's gnashing of teeth, where the worm dieth not, with burning sulfur forever. Don't fear man. Peace that passes all understanding. Love God, love people. Try to be kind. Do something. Don't drink alcohol. Bad. Okay? Hmm. Pretty normal guy. Went to bed, was up yapping a little bit there. 5 hours of sleep. We up. 7 o'clock. We ready to go. Yeah. Hey, I mean, come on. Does this guy really? Does anybody really think that Trump could run? I mean, I always said, look, I always said, and Junior, I like Junior Mints, Guilfoyle. I mean, those are good. Look, Jared Trump, Ivanka Trump. Now, what's his name? What's the other guy? Been married for 50 years. Eric. If anybody could get elected, which if you think after what they did, what's been going, if you think another Trump is, I mean, I got a bridge to tell you. I'm not saying it wouldn't work, wouldn't help the country. I'm saying if you think that's ever going to happen, I got a bridge to sell you in Brooklyn. If y'all think Trump is going to run and fall, he's almost 90 years old. He ain't. No. Now Eric Trump, he was really good at public relations. You notice how he's got a different temperament. If anybody ever had a chance of ever getting elected to any office, it'd be Eric. And by the way, he's a family man, been married for like 50 years. As far as Junior and Guilfoyle running things, no, it ain't happening. I'm just saying. And they're about to impeach Trump. He ain't running for nothing ever again. Okay. Um. Ivanka. Hey, Ivanka. I mean, hey. if she wasn't my daughter, I mean, hey, look at her. Hey, she wasn't my daughter. Hey, I mean, are you like the first guy that ever? Oh, wait, no, you're the first guy that's ever said that. And you wonder why you didn't get reelected, sir? Yeah. Um, Look, folks, there ain't nothing new under the sun. I like guys that don't get captured. Eh. All right. Anyways, I'm gonna go have breakfast and no locker room talk here, okay? Just the Bible. I'm gonna go read the Bible. Take a break. Uh, Look, see, this is why I think this is why my mom disowned me. Seriously, I look. You're not gonna corner me no more. I'm not affiliated to any political party. I am a staunch independent category. But what did he do? What did he? What I mean, Trump. As far as I can tell, unless there's something you can show me, he's in the corner picking his nose, eating his boogers or something when nobody's looking. I mean, all he did was defend the United States. Great president. His job was the interests of the United States, not to ship over. I mean, I don't know. I'd like to ask Michelle about that one because, like I said, if I ever trust anybody, it'd be Michelle, right? I mean, but why you send over $10 gazillion, and other than the fact that you got a bunch of nanobot secret tracking device and listening devices, why you sent a pallet full of $1 million over to Iran before you left office? I don't understand that. Why you traded one deserter Bergdahl for five terrorists other than you're tracking them and you got like a locator up there? I mean, I could go on and on. Trump, not the greatest showman, not the nicest guy. Hey, you're from New York, but a great. What did he do? It's like my daddy said. Show me one thing? What's one thing other than be a jerk? Sometimes, yeah, lots of people are jerks. What did he do? Rebuilt the military. Hey, if you don't have a military, you got nothing. He did all kind of stuff for the veterans. The reform. I mean, the guy, like, I don't know, and I don't know. Now, what does he like me? No. Would he ever? Would he ever? He'd just probably soon. I understand that, but I'm looking at it objectively, not from the country club view. I'm saying from a United States perspective, the interest of the United States. I don't know. Apparently, all these people they know something we don't know, because I mean, God, they hate his guts. And just because he did a few of the hey, huh, if I go out, hey, look, if I went out on Fifth Avenue, hey, I mean, I guess you say enough of that stuff, and I guess they just hate your guts. I don't know. But as far as president, I don't. How was he much different than George W. in terms of policy? George W. Or how would have he been much different than any other Republican before him? Now you can say, well, he's not a compassionate guy and all this and that or whatever, but as far as he's the kind of guy he ain't worried about the people up there taking people to the movies, the up at the living in the he ain't your guy if you're trying to do that. But in terms of specifically, his I don't know. Last I checked, government wasn't supposed to really take care of everybody because you can't. The poor will always be with us. His job was to, protect the Republic of the United States against all threats, foreign and abroad, right? So how people got stuck on his personality and instead of his policy, and that was all their talking points for the last 4 years, and why he shouldn't be. Well, it worked, and yeah, honestly though, I don't think that the fraud. I don't think it would have been material. I'm just guessing. In accountancy, that they call it material. But I don't have not in terms of president. I don't have honestly. I just don't have anything hot as far as him defending the United States. That remember that's his job, not to be your buddy, not to be your friend, but to protect the United States of America. Looks like he did his job, and he was kind of mean, and people didn't like him, so they got rid of him. Next, I'll see y'all later. Biden's a really nice guy. Hey, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Biden seems like a pretty nice guy. You know, we had one guy now. See, now it's going to balance out. Now you got the guy in there that say, hey, why don't you? Hey, let's help them. Let's give them a little bit more money, so we got more people to help those people to have a life, so they can go to the library, they can go to the movies, they can go shop and get to live independently. We don't have to lock them up in an institution. You know, they can live in the community. So now we got a guy that'll say, hey, maybe we ought to, instead of give, what was that? Instead of sending a $10 gazillion over for gender studies in Iran, maybe can we take, hey, do you mind? I know I'm not a real smart guy, but would it be all right if we stop sending money over to Iran and maybe help our people? That ain't Democrat, Republican, or nothing. It seemed like common sense to me. But what do I know? Not a whole lot. Anyway, just some more basic ideas and some things that I think about the way I see the world. Don't matter to most people. Hopefully, we're getting to a point where you go, this guy won't be quiet. He's annoying us, but he's harmless. And you know what? If he kind of just finished telling us what he thinks, maybe say hi every once in a while, I probably don't need to punch him in his nose or murder him. We'll be all right. We'll be cool. Everything will be fine. You'll be all right. I'll be all right. Yeah. I'm just going to go fishing. Looking, I won't get half the kingdom in my lap. Give her a little kissy, smoochy, smoochy, and hey, honey, hey, I want to work just enough. Hey, I only want to work enough just I got to keep her happy. So we'll figure out how long I got to work, and then after that, honey, I want to go fishing with you. Yeah. So you figure it out, half the kingdom, honey. We got to pay the bit. You figure out where you're gonna be all right, where you ain't gonna be all mad at me all the time. I got to go do all that for that. We got to have that much, and I'm going to be okay. I ain't going to be mean to you all the time. And then we're going to save a little extra time. We're going fishing with half the kingdom. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, let's work on that. See y'all later. I'm out of here. God bless. God bless the United States of America in Jesus' name. Okay? Later.